Hey everyone, today we are working on portfolio optimization using Excel. Let's take a simple scenario. If you had 1 lakh to invest across a few stocks, how would you decide the allocation? Most people rely on guesswork. In this session, we'll take a more structured approach. We'll start by analyzing historical stock prices, calculate returns, and then understand how these stocks move together using a covariance matrix. From there, we'll build a portfolio, measure its risk and return, and finally evaluate its performance using the Sharpe ratio. Everything we do will be completely hands-on in Excel. Let's get started. We'll go to Excel to learn how to do portfolio optimization using sorter. So to do this, I have taken 3 companies, that is Infosys, Tech Mahindra and TCS. So to do this, we need the closing prices of these 3 companies, which we will get from NSE. You can even take any other companies which you want and data from any other websites like BSE and even Yahoo Finance provide you the data. So here you search the company by its name, Infosys. So here you see you have every data of its changes in the prices and all. So we need the historical data. So here is the historical data and these are the closing values. So we will take it for 3 months. You can take it for 6 months, 1 year, or you can customize the dates also. But now we will be taking it for 3 months. We will be downloading it in the form of CSV. Open it. It has opened. So these are the closing values of the company from the date 30 April to 4th Feb. So we'll just copy it and we will get it into our Excel sheet. So I have taken the closing price values for Tech Mahindra and TCS in the same way I have taken it for Infosys. Now we will give some weights to the companies. Weights are basically if you have 1 lakh investing amount, how much you will divide among them. So for Infosys, I'll give it 1 by 4, and for Tech Mahindra, I'll give it 1 by 4, and TCS, I'll give it 2 by 4. So now we will calculate the return. Return is the average of all the values of in these 3 months. So write it average and select the values. So here you can see 1309.96 is the average of Infosys 3 months closing prices. In the same way, we will do it for Tech Mahindra and TCS. This weights should be always equal to 1, which is like 100%, which is equals to 1. Okay. Now we will calculate the portfolio return. Portfolio return is basically how much you are getting the return and how much you have invested as a part of your investment. So here we will use sum product weight comma return. So 1974.22 is your portfolio return from all these 3 companies, Infosys, Tech Mahindra and TCS, from their average return and their weights. Now we need to find out portfolio standard deviation. This standard deviation is basically the risk. How much risk you are going to take for investing in these 3 companies to get a portfolio return of 1974. For this we need to calculate the covariance. So to calculate portfolio standard deviation, which is basically the risk, we need the covariance of the variables. But to get the covariables, we need first the changes in the closing price. This is basically the change in the closing price from day to day. So it will be is equals to B3 minus B2 divided by B. We will get this in percentage form. We will change it to percentage. Okay, this is same for all three companies. So for all day, we'll do it the same. So here we have all the changing in the closing price values. Now we will go to calculate of variance. Variance is Infosys Tech Mahindra. For this it is covariance between Infosys, comma, Tech Mahindra. So here I'll just log this cell so that when we need the covariance between TCS and Infosys, we will get it. This is 032058 is the TCS values. So next, the variance of Tech Mahindra. And here it is covariance of Tech Mahindra comma and TCS. And here we will calculate variance of TCS. Done. Here Tech Mahindra and Infosys will just copy and paste over it here. And here we'll place this. Here it is 032058, 03058. And TCS and Tech Mahindra, we will just copy this and we'll paste it. It is 032058, 032 and this is N32 N58. Okay, this is the covariance we have calculated. So this portfolio Sharpe will be portfolio return minus risk free rate divided by portfolio standard deviation, which came to minus 406. That means for every 1 unit of risk it will be minus 406.97 of profit written. Here you can see that the value has been decreasing. The value of the company's stocks are being decreased. So yes, till now we have gone through portfolio written, portfolio standard deviation and portfolio sharpen. Now the main and important part of this optimization is using the solver. Using the solver. Like This solver we use so that we can increase the Sharpe so that our losses will decrease. So the first set objective will be the Sharpe which we need to reduce, maximizing so that our losses will decrease. The changing variables will be the weights which we have taken, and our constraint will be weights which needs to be our weight sum which needs to be equal to 1, and our weights should be less than or equal to 1 and more than to equal to 0. We'll keep it non-linear and we will solve. See, the solver is saying that it has got an solution. Now we can see that Tech Mahindra. This solver is saying that we will invest all our amount in Tech Mahindra, so our Sharpe will reduce to 352. So here you can see the change. Last it was around 407 and right now it is 352, which means it has reduced by 50. And that's a wrap. We have built a complete portfolio optimization model in Excel, from calculating returns and risks to identifying the most efficient allocation across stocks. By using concepts like covariance and the Sharpe ratio, we have moved from guesswork to a more data driven investment approach. If you found this useful, see you in the next one.